YouTube, what's up? And welcome back to part 12 of the Pokemon Unbound playthrough. Last time out, a lot of things went down. It was pretty crazy. So first off, after getting the Mega Ring in Ptarmigan Town, we then had access to navigate north up Route 12 and reach Dehara City, which we finally did. I was planning on getting the 5th gym badge in Dehara City last episode, but unfortunately the gym is not accessible yet. And soon after, we got teleported through a Hoopa portal to the Ruins of Void. And then at the Ruins of Void, a lot of crazy stuff went down. There were some major plot twists, so if you haven't seen that, go back and watch that episode before watching this one here. And within that area, we did finally come face to face with our father, Aros, who was hinted at a bunch of times by various NPCs in this game. And soon after, we got teleported back out to the base of the Cinder Volcano, which was a spot we were at very early on in this game. Now, if I open up the pause menu here, the new main objective is to help Marlon destroy the Shadow Warriors in the Cinder Volcano. Now, you might be wondering, well, why am I not located that, there right now? That's because I took a little side quest back down here to Telltown. As before we continue with the story, I wanted to come down here and, in between recordings, catch a couple of Deerling and evolve them into Sawsbuck. Because inside this house right here, we're going to get access to changing natures. So, of course, I forgot to pull those Sawsbucks out of the box. So let me do that real quick. Finish off this side quest, and we're going to change around a couple of natures on our Pokemon. And then we'll jump right back into the action here. That's my bad. I forgot to actually do this first. That's the wrong one. I don't even remember which one I already showed him. You have to show the scientist guy like all 4 of them, so I'm just going to put all 4 back in my party. And Hariyama, I'm not going to change his nature. I'm just going to keep the Mons with me that I want to change natures. Gardevoir's modest, so we don't need her either. Well, you know what? I need to basically deposit everybody anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Roserade is a relaxed nature. I'm trying to switch that to timid real quick. Okay, we have all the Sawsbucks. Let's go back and do this real quick. Because I'm going to keep playing today until we get this 5th gym badge, but apparently there's more side quest stuff we got to do at the Cinder Volcano. Have you brought me a Sawsbuck in its summer form to study? Indeed I have, buddy. Ah, yes you have. Please wait a moment while I study it. Alright, while you study my Sawsbuck, I'm going to read chat. And in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Lance's rematch. Oh, they can all Mega Evolve? Yeah. Alright. This guy, okay, I'm just gonna kind of match through this guy's text. He's just gonna keep checking all the Sawsbucks. Let me get caught up here. Gabite was it's a hasty nature. I'm gonna change it to Adamant right now, though. Yeah. Alright, he wants to see Sawsbuck in the winter form as the last one. I only need to show him 3 of them because I showed him 1 originally. But I couldn't remember which one it was, so we just put all 4 of them in the party. Alright. You've been a great asset to my research. So, although Boreas's climate remains stable, Deerling and Sawsbuck have different forms depending on their environment, rather than the season. Ah, yes, your reward. As my way of thanks, how about I do something beneficial for your Pokemon? You see, I have a device that can change the nature of a Pokemon, change how it grows. I can perform the procedure on your Pokemon for free, just this one time. Just be aware, your Pokemon may not enjoy it very much, and will come to hate you afterwards. That's okay, man. That's actually kind of funny if you were trying to go for a friendship Evo, which I was early on in the playthrough with Bidoof into Roserade, or into Roselia. But yeah. Alright, let's change Gabite finally to Adamant, which is what we need, especially because I have a pretty bad IV in physical attack. He's blowing up my phone over here. Are you watching the stream right now, JP? He might be. Alright. Okay, so now we have... Now, also in this game there is bottle caps. I found a bunch of bottle caps when I was mining in the wall. And, I don't know how to use them yet to fix the bad IVs that I have, but it's okay. I'll show off the IVs in a minute. Let me just change around natures, and then... Also, my team is EV trained, so... we'll talk about that. Alright, we get the completion for the side quest there. And let me see how that looks. Does it still show hasty? But then might just have like the red and blue colors switched around on the stats. Oh no, it's okay. It says adamant on this screen here. That's cool. And of course, you know, now it shows correctly which stats are being boosted and negated. So as you can see, we got the E plus there in attack. It's a horrible nature. All right, for show board. Now, if we look here, so E plus equates to 4 out of 31, right? IVs go from 0 to 31. So we have a bad IV in physical attack, but I just switched to adamant, and we have 252 EVs maxed out in attack. So it's the best we can do for now. Again, once I can bottle cap that to a 31 IV, it'll be a lot better. Now let's go ahead and see. He said he'd do it once for free. Now we're probably gonna have to pay money or some kind of currency. It might be an item. But I want to switch Roserade from relaxed to timid real quick. Okay, it costs 50k to change. That's not that bad though, because I got, as you can see, I got a bunch of money. So we're good. Let's change Roserade too, and then I want to change this to timid. Perfect. That way we got that absolute maxed out speed stat. Because I also trained Roserade to be 252 EVs in speed. So now with the timid nature boosting speed even further. And Roserade seems to remember nothing about what just happened, so it didn't even lose friendship or whatever. But again, that doesn't matter. We'll be able to max out the friendship again quickly. Now, let me pull the rest of the Mons out of the box. But I also need to take out Trumbeak right now, because I'm gonna fly back to the Cinder Volcano on Trumbeak. So I'll leave somebody behind that I'm not going to change natures, because Hariyama is already brave and Gardevoir is modest. I'm not going to switch either of them. But Arcanine, I'm about to drop another 100k on Arcanine and Hisui and Samurott here. We just get all these Sawsbucks out the party. I'll come back and switch the other one later. Because we still have to fly first, and then we'll reorder the team in a minute. Okay. We're going to drop a total of 150k right now to switch 3 abilities. I mean, natures, not abilities. What do we want to do for our Arcanine? Probably Jolly, I guess. We're gonna go full physical on Arcanine. Jeez, man, I need to clear my throat. All right. So normally, you know, if I was gonna use Flamethrower or something like that, we might do like a mixed set of Arcanine. In which case, I wouldn't do Jolly, but we're just gonna go full physical and get Flare Blitz on it eventually. And then the last thing here is to change Hisui and Samurott, which is like a lax nature. Bro got a horrible nature, but really good IVs, so the nature didn't really matter. As you can tell, I've been alluding to it throughout the playthrough that I was going to do this, because I knew it was possible. And I think I might just max out the special defense on this guy and make it careful. Because once I find an AV, we're probably going to put that on Samurott as well. So we might just go all the way with special defense here and change it to careful. Why not? Okay. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's jump back into the story here. And work our way towards this 5th gym. I don't even know anything about the 5th gym yet. I know where it is. Like, we saw the outside of it, but we couldn't go in there to see, like, what type it is. Okay, I can fly all the way to the Cinder Volcano. And there is like a Porygon out here. Well, it's across the water, but we can use Porygon to switch up our party again. I could have flown back to a town, but this works just the same. Okay, so we need Gardevoir and Hariyama back. We don't need Trumbeak no more. Alright. Perfect. Let me just reorganize this real quick. Doesn't matter, I'll do it later. Okay. Now, the level cap still is at 45. That's why everybody... We ended last episode with everybody already capped at 45. I'm going to throw like Guardy up in front. Just because Dazzling Gleam, Psybeam, pretty strong stab attacks there. And Guardy's got like, you know, Modest Nature 252 in special attack, so it's the strongest mon I got on the team at the moment, even without the Mega Stone. Oh yeah, I guess, okay, one other thing before we get the show started here, really. This is where we ended up last time, right outside the cave here. First time we were here way back in episode 2 or 3, something like that, there was somebody blocking the entrance, so we never got to check out what was inside here. But it's just a different part of Cinder Volcano, it seems like. So let me go ahead and show off like everybody's nature now. So we got the Modest Guardy, but I'm also going to show off the EV training that I did way back in like episode 9 or 10. So we got Careful now on Samurott, Timid on Roserade, Brave still on Hariyama, which is fine. Jolly now on Arcanine, and Adamant on Gabite. Now that was the wrong button. If you click R from this screen here, and assuming you have the stat scanner, right? You had to register 50 mons in the dex to get this item, but from here you can then peep the EVs and IVs. So just in case, you know, someone's tapping into the playlist for the first time on YouTube, or the stream for the first time, this is what I did for EV training, because you know, in any casual Pokemon playthrough, you're gonna have EVs and an attacking stat that you don't utilize, so it's pointless. So once we made it to Fall Shore City and had access to buy all those berries to reset the EVs, I did that, and I wiped out all the EVs on everybody, and I redid them pretty quickly in the training house in Dresco, because I put the emulator in speed up mode, and you just battle the trainers over and over again. But of course, I didn't do that on recording, because it would have been extremely tedious to do. So I did it in between recordings, maybe back between like episodes 9 and 10. And I ended up going with 252 in attack and 170 on speed for Gabite, and just threw the rest into HP there. Arcanine I did 252 attack, of course, and I just threw like 200 into speed. Figured it's good enough, because bro has extreme speed anyway, so he didn't need to be maxed out. And then the leftover into HP. Hariyama, same thing, maxed out the attack. I threw like 40 into Spadef and a whole bunch into HP. But obviously no speed investment on Hariyama, because bro's too slow and he's Brave Nature, so there's no point. Roserade, we maxed out speed and then threw like 180 into special attack. I figured that was probably good enough. And the leftover into HP. Yeah, that's right. Samurott, I put almost 200 into Spadef, and same thing with HP, and then threw the leftover into attack there. And look at Samurott's IVs too. Like, static encounters come with 3 IVs at 31. Flawless IVs of 31. So we got it in attack and both defenses. But then HP and speed were damn near perfect as well. So this was a really, really good Samurott. And then Guardy's EVs, I maxed out special attack and threw a whole bunch into HP and just the leftover into speed. So, team's looking nice and powerful. We're ready to absolutely go beat some ass right now. And let's go get this 5th gym badge after taking care of business with the Shadow Warriors here in the volcano. Welcome back, board. Alright, let's see what we got now. I probably should spray a repel, by the way. Ain't nobody got time for the wild Pokemon, man. Oh, okay, the one other thing I did in between episodes was I sold off all the Moo Moo Milks that I had, because now, upon reaching Dehara City, we got access to buy Hyper Potions finally, which are twice as strong as the Moo Moo Milks. They restore 200 instead of just 100. So now, like in between episodes, I sold off all the milk and I bought 30 Hyper Potions. What the heck is going on here? Hey, you good, bro? Ugh. Okay, I guess that's all the dialogue we get right there. Oh, we got an item up here. Hold on. It's right there. Just an X attack. Trash. Oh, conveniently you wake up right as I get to the ladder. Nice. I don't know who you are, but you're not getting past me too. Yeah, okay, Chooch. Wait, that's a different... This is not Team Shadows. A Light of Ruin Grunt. This is actually the first time we battled one of these grunts. Interesting. They had like the Floette flower logo there instead of the Shadows logo. I'm just gonna go ahead and rip off a D-Gleam here. Why not? We're going Gleam for Gleam. All right. What's it called? The Light of Ruin is apparently like a new evil team that just appeared last episode for the first time. And they're like trying to overthrow the Shadows, the original evil team. I don't know, it's a little confusing. This obviously it's my first time playing through the game, so I don't really know the story of this. Oh, I gotta rearrange these back how they were. So yeah, we're gonna have some new dialogue today, and probably some new admins potentially for the Light of Ruin team here. I should have went for D-Gleam. It would have actually got an Oko. That was kind of a mistake on my part. Let's go into Arc and resist the Pollen Puff and just finish it off with an E-Speed. There's no reason to let Gardevoir go down there and waste one of the revives that I have. So might as well, because Arcanine ain't taking no damage from this Puff. Easy money. And we'll revenge with E-Speed. Now, unfortunately, Arcanine still doesn't have Flare Blitz. He still just has Flame Wheel, which is a horrible fire attack. It's only 60 base power. So it's super weak, but that's the best I got for now. I don't know when exactly I'm going to be able to... See, like, right now, if I had Flare Blitz, I could Oko the Sylveon, but Flame Wheel's about to just do half. It's not good. Exactly. See? Because, of course, for anybody who doesn't know, Flare Blitz is 120 base power. It's twice as strong as... Oh, that actually activates Rocky Helmet. That's kind of funny. Flame Wheel is, as you can see, 60 BP and 100 accuracy. But Flare Blitz is twice as strong at 120 BP. So it would have absolutely Oko'd that Sylveon right there, whereas Flame Wheel did just about a little over half. And of course, everyone is gaining 1 experience point because I am level capped at 45, like I mentioned. Dude! But you're supposed to be out of the picture. How is this possible? Because I'm like that. I need to warn the others. Oh, let them know I'm coming, baby. There ain't nothing they can do to stop me. First we gotta hit a couple Hyper Potions real quick, though. Hold on. Nice. I tried to use one on Gabite. Okay, so that trainer right there had 3 Fairy types. So maybe the Light of Ruin team focuses more on Fairies. In which case, I'm probably gonna slap Roserade up there and just let her fire off some Venoshocks. Probably the best option. No. What are you gonna do about it? Vega, sir. Vega? That was the second gym leader, the dark type guy. Yeah, there he is right there. Plot twist, bro. What the heck is going on in this game right now? What's the meaning of this? Marlon? I was informed you'd been disposed of. Okay, I was not expecting the story to turn like this. I don't care what you were told. The rest of the Shadow Warriors, what have you done with them? The Shadow Warriors? Faye deemed this place unsafe for them after the previous incident. Most of them have already been moved somewhere more secure. Sir? Tell me where they are, Vega. Or, so help me, I'll turn you into one of them myself. Please, do you really believe you can still order me about? I am Agent Vega of the Science Society. My loyalties are with Faye, and you lost your authority over me when you broke your contract with her. Openly bringing Shadow Warriors out into the public, trying to release a dark force known for its destructive nature without first trying to understand it. The Rangers are already determined to find something to catch us on, so we should consider ourselves fortunate that no one else discovered that we were creating living weapons. You must have had some idea of the potential consequences. Were Faye ever to find out, yes? Especially now when she is close to achieving perfection. Who the heck is Faye? We still haven't met her. Sir, excuse me, sir. This grunt is like trying to warn him that I'm coming. And they're just completely ignoring the grunt. Feels bad, man. We knew. Yeah, they're still just ignoring this guy. We knew she would never approve. But even then, we still had to try. All we had to show was failure after failure. Tell me, what would you have done, Vega? I would have continued waiting patiently. The last experiment alone should have made it clear that practical application was well within reach. Faye certainly has not given up. But then, that is how you should have acted, according to your wishes. What are you implying? What do you know about what Faye truly wants? Who knows? She won't even tell me, and I'm her right-hand man. She's always been the type to keep her cards close to her chest. Just to clear up any misunderstandings, the Shadow Warriors, what do you plan to do with them now? Please don't ignore me, sir. Destroy them. The whole wretched lot of them. I've had time to reflect on what we did, all those poor Pokemon. I was wrong. All of it. None of them deserve to be experimented on, especially not in that way. I can't change what we did, but I can certainly end their pain now. And I cannot let you do that. Aklov still has need of them, and as per our contract, Faye is providing him with both grunts and shadow warriors, all for his new organization, the Light of Ruin. But if you refuse to stand aside and let us leave, one of you, help me get rid of him. I hope it was worth it, Marlon. Sir! Just like yelling in Vega's right ear. It's Dude, sir. He's here too. So much for the most secure item storage in the world. Dude, so you survived the trip back too. Quickly, we need to deal with Vega and his cronies. Well, I just switched Gardevoir out, and this guy's a Dark-type specialist, so that's not ideal to leave with Roserade, but it is what it is. I'm still shy, so we're going to beat this guy's ass. Easy money. Your Pokemon can still fight, can't they? Great. Choose up to 3. Okay, actually, I get to pick my order. So obviously, we want Gardevoir and Hariyama here, because he's going to have a lot of Dark-types. But just in case the Light of Ruin Grunt has Poison types, we'll bring Roserade in the bag. Dude, it is truly unfortunate that you had to find out this way, but I will not hesitate. You are no longer a mere opponent. You are an enemy. And what are you going to do about it, buddy? He might not even have Dark types anymore, who knows, but this was the second gym leader of the game, who at the time had Dark types. Yeah, he still does, Life Hard. Now the reason I went with Gardevoir here in the lead instead of Hariyama is because Gardevoir has D-Gleam, so I can just hit both opponents. And we still have to battle with this negative emotions thing. Okay. At the end of every turn, this was like the gimmick of the second gym. At the end of any turn, any non-Dark type Pokemon, okay, hard switch, kind of sus. Into a Rabombi. Anyway. And thankfully it fakes out the Crocodile and not me. Nice. At the end of every turn, any non-Dark type Pokemon takes chip damage. Kind of like akin to a Sandstorm or a Poison, you know, like a little bit of passive chip. And this Rabombi might actually die from it. Oh, it hangs on. Wait, why didn't Gardevoir take it? I thought it was only for Dark types, but I guess I'm tripping. Crocodile goes for Protect, so 2 turns into the battle, bro hasn't done a single thing yet. Launch goes for Tailwind, but Rabombi's already fast as hell anyway. And, okay, Pollen Puffed into Crocodile. Interesting that Honchkrow went first, unless he must have Prankster Tailwind. Because there's no way Honchkrow is super slow, there's no way it's faster than a Rabombi. He had to have Prankster. Okay. So, Tailwind up for the opponent, but again, we already got 3 KOs and haven't even taken any damage on our side of the field, except Crocodile getting faked out. But yeah, bro got faked out turn 1 and then protected turn 2, so he still hasn't even... What do we got here? A Mega Absol? Shiest. Still about to get OHKO'd by a Dazzling Gleam, so I'm not too worried about it. I was going to say, as long as it doesn't have Poison Jab, but it's just Night Slash, so I live that. Stomping Tantrum. This might be another double down, actually. Well, I wasn't even expecting that to kill, but I guess the level difference. Crocodile is like 10 levels above that Floette there. Yeah. Easy OHKO on the Mega Absol. You already know. Guardy is just way too strong, man. That Modest Nature 252. Just wait until we oh, you actually connect the Iron Tail, nice. Just wait until I get my hands on that Gardevoir right, and we get that Mega going. Gonna be even stronger than it already is. Alright. Easiest battle of my life. What do you got next, man? And more importantly, what do you got to say for yourself now, Vega? We get almost 10,000 bucks off that. That's not bad at all. All grunts, retreat back to your new base. We mostly finished what we came for. There is no need to remain here. No, you don't. You're not getting away that easily. Well, they just did. You can't restrain me. Bro just got put into handcuffs there. Actually, never mind. He was getting chased. Vega took off and Marlon ran after him. Let's grab this Zygarde cell real quick. And of course, before we go down south there, we are going to check out... Wait, was there an item right here? Yeah. We're going to check out both these little caves off to the side here. You know me, I love looking for my hidden items. This is a very large room. What is going on here? Heat rock. Trash. Don't need that. There's no items up here, and it looks like this is... Okay. Thought that's all that was in this room. Okay, what about the other side? I don't have rock climb yet to get up on that item there. There's a random shadow warrior in the middle of the room. Oh, what is this? Oh, wait, I can get that. I thought maybe I couldn't get to it, but I can. I had to think about that for a second. Didn't even need to push that first boulder, but I did anyway, because I'm like that. And stealth rock. Wow. Okay, but I don't have anybody who can learn rocks. Oh, well, actually, did I take that back? Gabite can. Alright, let's go ahead and take out this little potato right here. Now, this is a shadow warrior. These aren't even real human beings. I don't understand exactly what they are, but, oh, it appears to be the remains of what used to be a shadow warrior. Remove the cloak and lay it to rest. Does this get me a covert cloak item? The cloak was removed. The remains of the shadow warrior fell apart and its soul was laid to rest. Interesting. Okay. Not sure if I was supposed to do that, but, we did it anyway. Hidden item right here. Max revive. Not bad, not bad. And a cookie. Just sitting right next to the hot lava. As if that cookie would not melt. For show. Do I need to hit potions, by the way? Oh yeah, just on Guardy. Just a random ass cookie right next to the hot lava. Makes sense. Okay. There's nowhere for you to run, Vega. Don't tell me this fool's about to, like, awaken Groudon or something crazy. Because that looks like what would come out of the magma pit. Now, tell me where you're keeping the Shadow Warriors. You think you have me cornered, do you, Marlon? Quite the opposite. It's you who will soon be pinned down. What's that supposed to mean, Vega? I'm sure you're aware of the incident that took place here, yes? Of course. What's your point? The monster that appeared from the lava, those fools unfortunate enough to be present fought tooth and nail to subdue it. It only sleeps now, having been overwhelmed by sheer numbers. But supposing one had the means to reawaken and control it. No, surely you're not planning... Oh yeah, Marlon. He's like, watch this, buddy. Faye had Aklov pass me a certain artifact capable of controlling the monster that slumbers beneath the magma. And now? It is Groudon. Groudon, respond to my Red Orb. Awaken and revert yourself to the primordial state. Perfect. As if this wasn't going to be hard enough, now it's Primal Groudon. Do I really have to battle this thing right now? That's about to be sketch. What now, Marlon? You cannot keep holding me here. The cave will soon collapse, and we will both be trapped. You cannot hope to find the Shadow Warriors while it's buried under rubble. It's simple. If that happens, I'll use Crocodile to dig my way out. Even if you must remain trapped, Vega, I know Faye. There are only so many places in Boreas she'd consider secure enough to store the Shadow Warriors. Once I rejoin Zeph in Frozen Heights, we'll scour every possible location until we find them. I thought you'd continue to be stubborn, Marlon. Groudon. The earth trembles with your every step. Now, subdue them. Oh, hell nah. Can't keep your footing, Marlon? Then I shall take that as my cue to leave. I'm about to catch this guy and use it in the next gym. What? Curses. He escaped. Dude, you have to stop Groudon's rampage. Of course I have to, right? You know? If not, the cave will collapse and we'll both be trapped here. What? Dude, are you alright, bro? Just used precipice blades on us and raised the earth. Now we are cut off. No, we've been separated. Wait, the Pokeballs on my side, aren't they dudes' Pokemon? They must have been dropped when Groudon used that attack. What now? My own Pokemon are too badly hurt to take that thing on. Wait, dude. Let me use your Pokeballs. I'll command your... Hell no. What? Just direct me on whether you want me to fight or switch. What? This is weird, but I'm down. It's a level 46 freaking Primal Groudon. And, yeah, I still had Roserade in lead. Not ideal. Of course, Groudon, you know, Primal Groudon has Desolate Land, so you can't, even though this thing changes from a pure ground type into a fire ground type, so it's 4x weak to water, water moves just get evaporated in this harsh sunlight, so... well, I guess, I mean... Okay, I just click fight, but he picks the attack. This is still going to do a shit ton. It's Miracle Seed boosted. And if I survive this Earthquake, then Roserade can 1v1 it. I thought he was going to click like Fire Punch and just destroy me, but I don't live that. Okay. So I can't pick the attack. I tell bro to switch or attack. And again, Samurott can't use any water moves at all. Well, I guess we'll slowly chip it down, but I have, like, no way to hit this thing super effectively. Apart from Gabite's Bulldoze, but... He might just click Home Claws and then die. Yeah, like an idiot. Use Bulldoze, bro. What are you doing, man? I mean, I could probably take an EQ with a Violite. But again, this is a Primal Groudon, so I wouldn't be surprised if this killed through the... Okay. If this idiot clicks Home Claws again when he knows he's gonna die, then this AI is trash, but let's see. Okay. He actually knows what he's doing. Good job, Marlon. Easy money. Crit didn't matter. Of course, that's a +1. Stab boosted Bulldoze on an Adamant Gabite. GG's Groudon. Yet another reason why Kyogre's the GOAT. Don't forget that. Way better than Groudon, man. Every day of the week. That Groudon sank into the lava and fell into a deep slumber once more. Whew, we survived, somehow. Crocodile, destroy the rocks. Use Rock Smash. Those aren't Rock Smash rocks, you're cheating. Thank you for your help, dude. Anytime, Marlon. I honestly don't know what I would have done without you. Here, I suppose you want your Pokemon. Yeah, I do want them back, thank you. How about you... No, on second thought, that's not a good idea. What, you didn't even say what you were going to say? Look, I'm grateful for your help. Truly, I am. However, this next task is something I need to handle alone. Right now, I need to secure Zeph's aid in finding the Light of Ruin's new base. If you followed me to our base in Frozen Heights, Zeph would never agree to help. So please, dude, for both our sakes, stay away from our base. Okay. Return to the Shadows base. Wait, now they want me to actually go there? Huh? Can I just go fight the next gym, man? What are we doing? Let me actually check over here for an item. There is something. Aka Berry. There's something else too. Well, that was cool. I was not expecting to run in, have a run in with a Primal Groudon. That was pretty sick. And good thing it was Primal Groudon, right? Because that's an easy dub. But if we had to go up against Primal Kyogre, GG's, buddy. I would have got destroyed right there. Oh, there's an item here too. Ultra Ball. Okay, well, now I'm confused because he said don't come to the base, but of course I have to go to the base. Yeah, we do got to go back to Frozen Heights. Interesting. So we still got more to do before I can go fight the next gym. Wait a minute. I think there was an item in this rock right here. Yeah. The zinc, I'll just sell that off for cash. Okay. That's alright, I'm going to keep going here until we get that 5th badge. But I need to get a Pokemon with Fly again. Yeah, just go ahead and use another Repel. Oh, only 3 tiles of grass, but... Oh, actually, there's more up here. I'm not trying to have wild encounters while we head over here. Alright, Trumbeak. And then we'll take a bite right back out after I fly back. So Frozen Heights, of course, is the starting city of this game. Back where we started. Oh, this is Bellintown, right? I was confused. I thought they were both Frozen Heights. I kind of forgot about Bellintown. Although, how do I switch up my party now? Maybe there's a thing in the professor's lab. Yeah, there's a Porygon in here. Because I don't think, like, the house... Or the house. The PC in your house, I think, just lets you move items. I don't think you can swap Pokemon in there. So obviously, we had to take take this guy back here. And then, can I heal up? You heal me up? No, Mom does. That's right. Let's go say what's up to Mom real quick, and then we'll get on with the show. Where do I live? Right here. Never know, she might have an item to give us too. Looks like that's a no. Alright, Mom. Good to see you. Well, we got business to take care of, alright? I'll be back. Get out the way, scrub. Wait. Their secret base was in this top left corner. No, I don't need to repel. Because this is where we first got ejected out of the mountain. And yeah, at the very start of the game, and then the hole closed behind us. So now we can finally get back in here. And I can venture off this way, which I didn't get to at the beginning of the game. Looks like someone left their uniform on the floor. Put it on? Sure. Oh, I got you. Because he said don't come to the base because Zeph won't agree to help us if we show up as ourselves, right? Because, like, we don't like each other. So now I'm going in cloaked as a shadow grunt, or whatever you want to call it. That's kind of cool. We find a key card. Interesting. What's up, bro? Oh, sir. Some guy with red hair blasted his way in here. That's Ace. He's kind of a scrub. Don't worry about him. I tried to stop him, but he just shoved me aside. Well, that's because you're a little bitch. You gotta stand up for yourself. Now, I guess I kind of want to go back the other way, though, so... Because there was, when we first started the game and got our starter, there was an item over here, which maybe now I can open the door with a key card. I don't know. Although if I get spotted, maybe that would be a bad idea, but... Let me see if this key card opens the... I'm curious what this item is. Oh, we need a level 2 key card. Okay. Never mind. We'll come back. We just found the level 1 key card. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, the level 2 isn't even available until coming back here, like, a second time after more gym badges. We'll see. Hopefully we can at least ride the elevator with the level 1. Okay. We're on the first floor. Okay, so we'll just go down one by one, see what's going on here. Okay, we have that. I thought it was about to hit me with the level 2 again. I wonder if I get to battle anybody then. Oh, okay. We're going right back for that other item then. I'm sorry about the huge mess in the base, sir. Damn right, now go clean it up. What's wrong with you? When most of the grunts left to join the Light of Ruin, they just dropped all their things on the floor. I'm sure some of them even left their clearance cards behind. AKA like the one I just found on the table. It was like right next to her. Marlon, sir. Get back to work. What are you doing? I heard rumors that you joined the Light of Ruin too. That's Cap. I'm glad you're still here. Maybe now you're back, someone will finally be able to keep Zeph from doing anything too rash. The base has been so quiet ever since most of the grunts were ordered to join the Light of Ruin. To be honest, sir, I was ordered to go too, but I refused. I didn't join this organization because I wanted money. I joined because I believed in what Zeph was trying to achieve. Yeah, well, Zeph doesn't care about you. You're expendable. So... Oh wait, we got an item over here. Dust ball. Okay, before I progress any farther, I guess I'll sweep the rest of the floor, but before I go to the other floors, I'm going to go back for that item again. I see an item hiding behind this too. Oh, some protein. Okay. Another dust ball. There's just items all over the place. These grunts really did drop all their stuff and leave hella quick, I guess. Marlon, sir. I don't know what it looks like, but I promise I'm not slacking off. Yeah, why are you watching TV, man? Get your ass back to work. Zeph told me to watch the news and keep an eye out for anyone who looks like they might belong to the Light of Ruin. This dude's just sitting behind the desk, waiting for somebody to pull up. With most of the other grunts gone, our manpower has become very limited. So, it's essential that each of us become as strong as possible. Would you allow me the privilege of battling with you, sir? I was gonna say sure, but then what if he... who cares? Let's just do it. What if he sees my team and realizes, wait a second, you don't have a crocodile, you can't be Marlon. Imagine I'm not supposed to do this and I just like blow my cover right here. That'd be tragic. Giga Drain this thing twice. Take it out. Scrafty's got some decent bulk, so he could probably take this. Yeah, he took it easily. But we'll drain all that HP right back. Easy money. It was kind of nice having Roserade originally as a relaxed nature. Like, yeah, it sucks that it was slower, but that extra little boost in defense actually kind of saved my ass a couple times. It's not bad. We could probably take a Psy Shock from Mally. Oh, it's a Psycho Cut. That might actually kill me, though. Okay. Just keep spamming Giga Drain. You already know. But I'm actually curious what that item is back in the beginning, because, again, that's literally where the game started and right where I picked my starter Pokemon. But off rip, it said you needed a level 2 keycard, which of course we didn't have back then. We just found it right now. Now that we're both more prepared for the inevitable confrontation with the Light of Ruin. Buddy, your team still sucks ass. You need to go train some more. I don't know what you're on about. Let's check the rest of this floor here, and then go back for that other item. Another cell. Okay. I don't even know why I'm picking these up again, unless it has something to do with the story mode, but we already, you know, restored Zydog. Oh, that's level 3. Okay. Bought this one. Reaper Cloth. Okay. Kind of ass. This evolves Dusclops into Dust Noir. Okay. Well, we're going to have to come back to this floor once we find that level 3 key card. I got to know what all the items are, man. Got to know. Again, you know, we don't have very good hold items in this game. So I'm still looking for like a Focus Sash, Choice Scarf, Choice Band, Assault Vest. I do need a Flame Orb for Hariyama desperately. I'm going to keep saying that until I find it. But anyway, for anybody that missed part 1, this was the cage right behind me here where the 3 starter Pokemon pop out. And it was Larvitar, Beldum, and Gible. Obviously, I took Gible. It's by far the best of the 3. I mean, Garchomp is my favorite Pokemon of all time as well, so it's another reason. But even if it wasn't, like, Gible's... Obviously, Earthquake destroys Metagross and T-Tar, so, like, why wouldn't you take it? That's the Mega Stone for Garchomp right here? Is that because I picked Gible? I wonder if somebody picked... If anybody's seen this in the future on YouTube and you picked, you know, if you played this game and you picked either Larvitar or Beldum, was that the Metagrossite or the Tyranitarite, or is that always Garchompite? Interesting, actually. I'm kind of curious. Huh. So they just put your starter's Megastone right there, potentially, unless that's always Garchomp's Megastone, but I feel like that would be whichever starter you pick. But then again, the item is there before you pick your starter. Kinda sus. I think I need to Potion Roserade real quick. Yeah. Actually, I kind of feel like switching up my lead. Let me put Hariyama in front. Actually, no. Samurott. I haven't used Samurott in a while. Let's do this. I think Samurott's a better matchup for all these grunts here. Okay, now we got to go to floor 2. But I'm still looking for a level 3 key card as well. So I got to go back for that other item. Okay, level 3 for that TM. Oh, Marlon, sir. I spent some time back at HQ with the Science Society and learned about a new way to make our Pokemon stronger in battles. Would you like to see it? Not really, but sure. Because I might get an item after doing this, who knows. Interesting looking trainer sprite. I've never seen that before. Not the Intimidator, bro. That's not what we want to see. What? My aura flared to life. Samurott's got that aura. Attack boost? Okay. And what are you getting? An attack boost as well. And now you don't have Intimidate, you probably have Sheer Force. So I'm going to stay in. If I'm at +1, this is going to kill. That probably wouldn't have killed if I didn't... If my aura didn't pop off right there. Interesting. Vikavolt. That's not great. But again, depending on what's this, probably a special attack boost, right? Physical attack. I'm gonna OHKO your ass with a Razor Shell too. I'm at +1 right now. Like, that's definitely gonna one-shot. If I was at neutral attack, that would not have killed Vikavolt. No way. And Zong, we could just Night Slash this idiot. There's no way he's gonna live. Unless he gets a defense boost, then maybe. But let's see. Yeah, everyone's just getting an attack boost. So all 4 Pokemon got attack boost. Makes me think she's gonna give me some kind of item that can just do this. Like a booster energy or something. Okay. I am impressed. You might get a pay raise in the near future here. For spending your valuable time battling me, I'd like to thank you by healing your Pokemon. That actually is just as beneficial. Alright. Definitely something important there, so before we talk to that guy, let's look around here. I'm using a complicated algorithm to determine the approximate location of the Light of Ruin HQ. Shut up, nerd. Once I have the results, Zeph plans on using the information to take his revenge on the Light of Ruin. I should not have talked to that guy. Absolute dweeb. Alright. You can go back to your calculations there, Chief. What happened when you left? Not much. We just been looking around the base here. Well, okay, sorry. We had to go to the Cinder Volcano, actually. And there was actually a showdown with the Primal Groudon in the volcano, and then that led us back here to the base. Sir, Zeph has ordered me to stop anyone without the proper clearance from entering the lab. However, I'm sure it's fine if I allow you in. Your ass is about to get fired, buddy. That other chick right there is going to get a pay raise because you're going to get fired, and there's going to be extra money to give to her. Obviously, though, Board, when I went to fight that Primal Groudon, that was an easy win because Groudon's ass. Everybody knows Kyogre's the GOAT, way better. So thankfully, we didn't have to fight a Primal Kyogre because that could have been sketchy. And I probably would have lost. Oh, there's something down here. Upgrade. We ain't using Porygon, man. What is this? Okay, here's the level 3 key card. Nice. That's what I'm saying, man. Kyogre's the GOAT. In terms of legendaries, that's... In my opinion, Kyogre is the most powerful legendary that Pokemon has ever created. Obviously, it doesn't beat every legendary 1v1, I get it, but if you're asking me who's the strongest legendary of all time, it's Kyogre. Water Spout in the rain is just insane. Assuming you can go first and you're at full HP. Great care is being taken in synthesizing the next batch of Shadow Warriors. These Shadow Warriors will be the strongest we've ever created. They'll be invincible, and the Light of Ruin will stand no chance against them. Alright, these two evil teams here, the Shadows and the Light of Ruin, they definitely got some beef with each other. The story's getting interesting. They wanted us to go back to HQ and stop making Shadow Warriors. Stop making Shadow Warriors? Are you kidding me? Creating Shadow Warriors is all I live for. I'm fortunate that Zeph still had a use for more and allowed me to continue synthesizing them. Alright, so the main thing in here was just that level 3 key card. Gigabyte OHKO it with Mud Slap. No, what was funny was I had Roserade in the front against Primal Groudon, and Roserade's Giga Drain did over half to Primal Groudon, and then Gigabyte came in and just finished it with Bulldoze. But, you know, because Primal Groudon's actually ground fire, so it's just neutral to Roserade's grass attack, or else he would have just got OHKO'd if it was regular Groudon. Okay, we need to go back here because now I have the level 3 key card. Grab the item in the bottom left corner, and then we can check out the last floor. I need to know what this is, man. Actually, wait, there was a TM in the top right, too. That was Black Glasses. Not bad if you have Bisharp or King Gambit, but that's about the only Pokemon that really needs Black Glasses. No, it wasn't this floor. One of the floors there was a TM in the top right corner. Maybe it's... It actually might be the floor I was just on. I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, it's this one over here. Oh, right, yeah. I thought you were serious when you asked that question, but then I read the second half of what you just typed. Yeah, that's true. Why didn't I use Samurott against a Primal Groudon? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I was explaining it during the fight. Obviously, you missed that, but, Yeah, Primal Groudon has Desolate Land, which just makes the weather so intensely hot that water moves just evaporate. Like, you spit bubble at Groudon, and before the bubbles get there, they just dissipate into thin air due to the hot weather. So and it's kind of funny, that, right? That's why they made... Because Kyogre always kicked Groudon's ass back in the day, and it still does. But to give Groudon a chance against Kyogre, of course, they had to give it an ability which completely invalidates water attacks. I was going to go check this for a hidden item as if I don't have the dowsing machine in the top left corner of the screen. Ooh, don't tell me this is Ace, bro. No shot. This jackass actually joined the evil team. There's no way. That was him. In case that was Ace. Okay, I was going to say, I got to take Roserade out the front because bro has a two-cannon that he keeps leading with. Samurot's good enough. Alright, things are about to get shiesty here. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The water moves just straight up evaporate in the harsh sunlight. Is this Ace? Actually? This guy's an idiot. Let's see what's going down here. And so, Faye ordered the grunts to join Aklov's Light of Ruin. You understand now, Marlon. Oh, this is actually Marlon. He's just not wearing his cape, because I'm wearing it. Frankly, the fact that any grunts and scientists were allowed to remain is a miracle. I see. I had no idea things had gotten this bad. But I think I know how to make up the difference. And I know this may not sound like the most agreeable idea, but... What the... That's my uniform. Dude, is that you? What? You... No, can't possibly be you. This guy is a Mega Houndoom, by the way. So I'm glad I have, what's his face? Samurott in the lead spot. Wow, okay. I don't know why I read that so weird. You must be some sort of spy. I was thinking about something else in my head. Aklov, how long you must torment me? You thought you could fool me again, faker, like he did? Even though I see that you wear dude's face under the mask, you still are a far cry from the real deal. Once I've sent you running back to Aklov, deliver a message to him for me. Tell him that you'll all suffer from your irredeemable sins. Oh, that word looked weird for a second. Alright. Mr. Mega Houndoom here. Okay, now he has like a full team though. Mightyena. So he's got all dark types, I guess. Okay. It's not ideal. I mean, I do have revenge on this thing, but again, at -1, it ain't gonna do that much. So let's just go... And Hariyama resists the attacks. Guardy is a better switch here, but he might hit me with a swagger, which would be great. Perfect. Hariyama sweeps this entire battle once he shakes off the confusion. But if I hit myself, I'm going to take a massive chunk of recoil. And I do also have revenge. Was he going to switch to like a Crobat or something? What are you doing, man? A Decky Dewey? I didn't expect that. Okay. GG's, I got outplayed. But I got knockoff, so we're chilling. Goes for Leaf Blade. Let's see if I can break through again. Or hopefully just shrug off the confusion after one turn. That did a shit ton. Okay. Now I hit myself, so I died in the next Leaf Blade. That's unfortunate. Do I need to save Hariyama for anything? Probably not. That was an annoying switch. I got trolled with the Ghost type. I guess Arcanine can handle this. I'm just thinking about keeping Hariyama for the fake out, right? Like, do I hard switch Arc right now? Because I'll intimidate him and Leaf Blade won't do much, but that's still an unnecessary chip to take. The only reason, Hariyama's too slow. The only reason to save him would just be for fake out, so I'm just going to stay in. There's no point. We'll let Arcanine come in for free. He might switch back to Mightyena, but I'm still clicking my fire attack. And then, if he does go Mightyena to intimidate me, I just finish it by close combating it, so it doesn't really matter. We'll stand and Flame Wheel this guy. I'm surprised he didn't switch, actually. Especially because he might still have Houndoom with Flash Fire, potentially. Low Sweep is annoying. Drops my speed. He might be faster now, but... in case he switches into Houndoom, I think I go Crunch. I can't E-Speed, of course, because this is a Ghost type. Having my speed lowered was annoying, but you know what? This is a Decidueye. I'm still... yeah, what am I talking about? I'm still faster. That's the reason why this Pokemon sucks. It's super slow. But I am at -1 for, you know, if Houndoom comes out, it'll definitely be faster than me. Like a Dark Pulse. He goes back to Mightyena. I might just punch this thing in the face, even though I'm at -1 attack. I think I'm going to do it. He goes for Swagger but misses. Okay. Does this kill at -1? It might. Mightyena's trash. Okay, it doesn't kill, but I can pick it off with E-Speed. So we're good. But now I'm at -1 speed, -1 attack. Actually, if close combat did that much, E-Speed doesn't even kill. I'm going for it anyway, though. Oh, you're good, you're good. Okay, E-Speed does kill. I don't know how he even lived that CC. Obviously, because I'm at -1 from the Intimidate, but it's a Mightyena. It still should have died. This could be a Mega Gengar. He might not even have that Houndoom anymore. I kind of want to keep Arcanine for this guy. Assuming he has Houndoom, though, I want to keep Samurott healthy for that. Because Mega Houndoom can just rip off Dark Pulses and flinch Arcanine before I get a close combat off. Samurott can kind of hard wall whatever he wants to go for. Also, Samurott helps for Gengar. Arcanine's good for Gengar too, but I'm at -1, so I won't kill it with a Crunch. In my head right now, I'm thinking about sacking Gabite. I don't know why. You know what? I'm gonna stay in and Crunch. Okay, he is Mega Gengar. I think I died to Shadow Ball. I'm at -1 speed and -1 attack. He's obviously gonna be faster here. Goes for Hypnosis. Okay. Probably gives me a free switch though, because I bet you Bro clicks Dream Eater right now. Although, why would you? You're still just gonna Shadow Ball. Because I was gonna go Guardy on the Dream Eater. I mean, anybody I go to on Dream Eater, it doesn't work because they're not sleeping. But if he goes, why would you click Dream Eater when you just click Shadow Ball or Sludge Bomb? They're both stronger than Dream Eater would be. And he's at full HP, so there's no reason for him to do that. I also don't really want... I can't really hard switch on a Mega Gengar. It's going to do way... Oh, he's got Hex. Okay. Now I know what your play is. Okay. That's unfortunate. I'm basically going to have to dodge a Hypnosis, which is kind of tough. Nobody has a Berry, right? You have Safety Goggles, but that only protects against Powder. Miracle Seed and a Violite. At this point, I'm pretty much going to have to just dodge a Hypnosis, which is really unfortunate. Hypnosis has shit accuracy, though, but Samurott is what I need in the back, so I'm going to go Gabite and try to Bulldoze. Lower this thing's speed and then just two-shot it with Bulldoze. Yeah, we dodged the Hypnosis. Okay. I was going to say, if Bro hit every single Hypnosis, I actually just lose this battle. There's nothing I can do to defend that. Hopefully I'm faster now. Oh, he switches. Okay. I should have clicked Dragon Claw. That was kind of dumb. That's not bad to slow this thing down. And you know what? Mega Gengar might be in range of Aqua Jet, actually. What is this thing even going to go for? Curse? D-Claw just doesn't do shit to it. I think I need to go Guardy and just smoke it with the D-Gleam. I can't let it set up curses. Curse, Wish, Toxic? Like, what are you going to do? Charm, okay. Also irrelevant here in this situation. Okay, great switch. Might even kill it with the D-Gleam here. No. Damn, Umbreon's bulky as hell. He got the Moonlight, but that D-Gleam was doing over 50%, so you don't win this exchange, boss. It was actually doing right about the same amount there. Yeah, he actually does win that. Damn it. I'm gonna have to stall him out of Moonlights then. And hopefully get a crit. That's kind of annoying. I just need him to attack though, like it's... Okay. This might be a while. Hopefully I get a crit. I mean, he can also stall me out of D-Gleams. Which is really annoying. Maybe once he gets to full, he stops clicking it, and then I just two-shot with Dazzling Gleam. I don't know why. I don't know why he clicked that when he was like pretty much at full. It's probably because he can't attack me. Toxic would have been perfect here because I have Synchronize. I could have poisoned his ass right back. I genuinely don't know why he's clicking Moonlight. He must have nothing to hit me with. But I feel like as soon as I switch it up and click Magical Leaf, he's just going to attack. I'm going to switch it up once. This is going to do like 10% damage, but that's not the point. I just want to see if he keeps clicking Moonlight. Are you shitting me? The one time really? Nah, this game's trolling, bro. If I would have clicked D-Gleam right there, he would have just clicked Moonlight again. I'm not even dealing with this. I don't have Toxic on Roserade, damn. He does have Charm. I want to know what else you have. I need to save these, He actually might be out of Moonlights if it's only 5 PP in this game. Okay, D-Pulse. He was out of Moonlights right now. That was stupid, dude. I'm gonna Stun Spore his ass. I wish I had Toxic, bro, or even Poison Powder. Yeah, Synchronize, I don't really care about that. Roserade is just kind of here to paralyze this thing and then slowly chip it down. Because at this point, if he's really out of Moonlights, I'm just gonna revenge him when I come back in with D-Gleam. Yeah, he's out. Okay. He only had 5 of them. I might even win this 1v1. But we'll see. He gets full parried, which is nice. Hopefully I don't. Nice. Okay. We can actually win this 1v1. The only annoying thing about being paralyzed from Synchronize is now when Mega Gengar comes back in, he can Oko me with Hex, because I'm already statused. That does kind of suck, but he's at such a low amount that I think Samurott could pick him off with an Aqua Jet. I'm not confident about that, though. We'll see. And he still has one other Pokemon in the back, too. I don't know what it is, but it's probably just Houndoom. Exploud. So what, click Flamethrower or something? Also, I can't T-Spikes here because Gengar would just absorb him. Ice Fang, but he misses. What an idiot. That's why you always run special on Exploud with Boom Burst, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt. What are you doing with Ice Fang, man? Is this your first time playing Pokemon, Zeph? You good, bro? That's a trash set. We never once get paralyzed, which is amazing, by the way. This Roserade broke through the paralysis every single time. Pretty damn lucky, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, and it's just Mega Gengar in the back. Yeah, the only priority move I have, though, is just, I'm gonna die to this Hex, but it's whatever. The only priority move I have is Aqua Jet. It might not kill, but again, if I dodge a Hypnosis, then we're chilling, too. Let me see if Guardy can do it. If Guardy can dodge Hypnosis and hit him up with the Psybeam and finish it off here. Oh, he just goes Venoshock. I live that, because I'm not poisoned. Alright, easy money. Later, Zeph. Get smoked. And why did you trade your Mega Houndoom for a Mega Gengar? Although, actually Mega Gengar might be better. Mega Houndoom just looks pretty shiced. It's a sick Pokemon. Okay. Not bad, not bad. This battle style. This aura. It cannot be. Are you really, dude? In the flesh, baby. No, this can't be true. Zeph, enough. We don't have time for infighting right now. Dude isn't the enemy. The Light of Ruin is. And you can either accept that fact, or else be assuming command of what remains of the shadows. Thank you. Now then, what have you been planning, Zeph? From what I've gathered, we'll be staging an attack on the Light of Ruin's new base. That's right. I'm having our remaining scientists locate their base. Once they manage to find it, we'll take the Light of Ruin by surprise and destroy it. With their main force left reeling, we'll steal back the poison bottle. We'll steal back the prison bottle and what remaining Shadow Warriors they have left. However, I'm still unsure as to how long it will take to locate them, and unfortunately, we're pressed for time. Right now, Aklov is with Faye, and she studies Hoopa. When she finishes, Aklov intends to turn its power on Boreas. If we can take out his base while he's gone, we can catch him off guard when he returns and steal Hoopa's power away once again. Without it, Aklov's power will be greatly diminished. Roger that, Zeph. And I'll take it you're certain Faye won't retaliate against us if we take action? I'm certain, Marlon. From talking with some of our scientists, Faye could not care less about Aklov's goals. All she wants is to study that Pokemon's power. She'll give him her support, of course, but for the most part, it's up to Aklov as to whether or not he succeeds. Of course, we shouldn't make light of how dangerous he is alone. And it seems to me that in order for our plan to go off without a hitch, we'll need all the manpower we can muster. By the way, why are they having this conversation with me right here? I'm not part of this. I'm just trying to get the gym badges, bro. So I suggest we'll bring Dude along as well. I don't understand, Marlon. Why would we put so much faith in him? Dude has only tried to interfere with us before. What makes you think he would even be willing to help us? Exactly. We were in prison together in the cube space, Zeph. And while we were there, we made a promise to someone. We promised we would destroy the remaining Shadow Warriors and set their souls free. And Dude knows that as long as the Light of Ruin is holding on to the Shadow Warriors, their souls will remain trapped. Are you saying that not only did both of you survive a trip inside the cube, but someone else was in there too? Yeah, my dad. Someone who knew about the existence of the Shadow Warriors. It was Aros, Zeph. Faye imprisoned him in there 16 years ago. And not only that, it turns out Aros is Dude's father too. Aros? I see. So that's what became of him. Well, I'm not surprised then. He was always quick to identify bugs in any system. If anyone could figure out a way out, no matter how flawed, it would surely be him. So, Dude, would you be willing to lend us your aid? Sure, I guess, man. But I really want to get the next gym badge. We intend to gather what resources we can and go for the Light of Ruin directly. Yes, I'm aware. You and the Shadows, we haven't always seen eye to eye, have we? Then, if I trusted you with our most important secrets, would that be enough? That's actually a good deal. In that case, let me explain what our true purpose was. The true purpose of the Shadows. It all began 17 years ago. Zeph's son had just passed away, and his old friends, we came to visit him from our home region of Hoenn. Zeph, how are you holding up? I'm so sorry. Marlon and I just heard about your son. Ivory, Marlon, thank you for your condolences. It's good to see you again after all these years. I take it you traveled by boat to get here? How was the journey? Very pleasant. It took a few days to arrive here, but the journey was lovely. If I remember correctly, you have a son too, right? We did. Unfortunately, he succumbed to illness much too young. You are knowledgeable scientists. Have you ever thought about trying to bring him back? Of course. As scientists, we thought that if anyone could find a way, it would be us. Sadly, there are no known methods to truly revive the dead. We had no choice but to try to move on. And then, a year ago, Ivory gave birth to twins. It was one of the happiest moments of our lives. Of course, we miss our first child, but our new ones have done much to fill the voids in our hearts. Is that so? Where are they now, if I may ask? Euler Log, a friend of ours, agreed to babysit for the time being. They're with him now, back in Frozen Heights. Wait a minute. These two, Ivory and Marlon, are Ace's parents? I mean, I guess that makes sense with Ace's red hair matching Marlon's. No shot, dude. Because back in this game at the very beginning, Ace said he was looking for his parents, but he never said who they were. No way. Major plot twist right here. Okay. Frozen Heights. A friend of mine lives there as well. He's my old partner. The one who helped me found my own company. But around here, he's simply known as the Guardian of Boreas. He's even managed to befriend a so-called mythical Pokemon. Now they're talking about Aros and Hoopa. Damn. Okay. I think his wife recently gave birth to their own child. That's me. They're talking about me. Actually, however, I didn't quite remember the child's name. It's Dude. What about your new twins? What are their names? Ace and Melanie. Okay, I don't think we met Melanie yet in the story. Oh, no, we did. We walked into Ace's house in Frozen Heights and his sister was right there. And she had purple hair like the mom. Okay. Wait, this is kind of fire, though. Interesting. They're the most beautiful children in the world. Damn. That was crazy right there. I was not expecting that. Is Mega Gengar pure ghost? No, it's still ghost poison. Sorry, Board. I know you probably typed that a few minutes ago, but I was just now reading chat. That was an intense story right there. Interesting. Yes, that's right. Ivory and I are Ace and Melanie's parents. Ace, ever since he arrived, he's been looking for us, hasn't he? I always regretted leaving them both, but after spending so much time away, I had really hoped they could meet their older brother. Ah, how stupid I was. Perhaps I should take it from here. When I learned that we both had experienced pain of losing our own children, I made an offer. Our combined scientific knowledge, united together under one common goal. I felt with that resolve we could achieve the impossible. Of course, Marlon and Ivory were most skeptical, but after many attempts, I convinced them. They agreed to return their children to their home in Hoenn, and then move to Boreas without them. Damn, that's sketch. With no distraction, I was certain we would succeed. I mean, it makes sense, but that's a little tough. They just left both their kids back in Hoenn. No wonder Ace is all pissed off. I get it now. However, as soon as we discovered the three of us could only do so much of our own, and so we partnered with an independent organization known as the Science Society. Okay. I wonder if that's Faye in the top right corner. We still have never seen Faye in this game. Together with their help, our research suddenly gained speed. However, this research required my undivided attention. And so, realizing that I simply could not oversee so many projects at once, I stepped down from my position as CEO of Cube Corp. In my place, I left it to... Damn, I'm good at predicting, man. I left it to a young woman, Faye, the leader of the Science Society. Yes, Zeph is the inventor of the Super Cube. The first cube, meant for simple storage, was a collaborative effort between him, your father, and Faye. It's what we allowed Cube Corp to take off, and what became the major influence in Boreas it is today. And this is how she repays me, after all this? She practically stole Cube Corp, the company I founded with my own two hands, and she allows Aklov to steal my shadows from me too? Oh, Zeph's about to get his revenge. Bro's cooking right now. Whew. I shouldn't dwell on that. He's about to punch a hole in the concrete. Anyway, Faye was the one who gave the template for the project, as you likely could have guessed. Okay. Thus, before I stepped down as CEO, I established a new branch at Cube Corp entirely dedicated to the revival efforts. It's called the Shadow Branch. As you know, the Shadows. To avoid tarnishing Cube Corp's reputation, I had to ensure our experiments had no ties to the company whatsoever. And with that out of the way, we were able to experiment worry-free. Okay. Oh wait, now we see what Faye looks like in color. Okay. Ivory, status report. We're ready to begin the final trial, Zeph. Then let's begin, shall we? Everyone, take your positions. Zeph, are you certain this will work? Of course. Nothing is certain, Marlon. This is merely the first of many prototypes. I don't expect perfect results on the first try. However, we can worry about the finer points later. For now, let's find out if this is merely a hypothesis or not. To start with, just place this Pokemon here. Why does he got a bite? The heck? Then, place the sample remains next to it. Oh, they're creating Shadow Warriors, okay. And finally, turn the molecular fusion device. Now, once this cloak is on to shield it from the light, it should become mobile. It worked. Now let's see if it can actually move its body. Quick, Marlon, hand me that control gauntlet. Stay, creature. You must obey. I'll admit this is not what I was originally hoping for. However, this certainly is a step in the right direction. Given time, we should be able to bring them back. Interesting. All things considered, though, the first test went rather smoothly. That is true. That could have went in a lot of different directions. Faye said we had to continue the research, not to let this setback trip us up. Her words, spurred on by her, we continued to work on the Shadow Warriors. However, even with the control gauntlet, some proved difficult to control. One lashed out at my face, leaving the scar you see today. Another lashed out at Marlon, severing his arm. And yet, despite our injuries, we pressed on. Dedicated to the cause, I respect that. Over the course of several years, the Science Society helped us capture more Pokemon and combine them with more test subjects. There's a T-Tar right there. Some were living, as per Faye's request, and others were not. That is not to say we turned anyone against their will, of course. All grunts that became Shadow Warriors did so willingly for the chance to gain great power. But Faye, she was like a demoness, driving us to crueler and crueler extremes in order to revive our children. Of course, I suspect she had absolutely no interest in them at all. It was always the Shadow Warriors she was invested in. Eventually, we concluded we would not be able to bring back our children using the Shadow Warriors. Despite coming close with our last trial, the cost of our children would have been too great had we continued in that same direction. And so, we were forced to try a new approach. One that was extreme, yet plausible, if recent events are anything to go by. Okay, there's the Eternal Flower. The plan was to bring the ultimate weapon, the one mentioned in old legends, here to Boreas. But while that weapon may be capable of mass destruction, it was also the same device used to restore the Foreign King's Pokemon. And if the weapon can bring a Pokemon back to life, it stands no reason to bring our children back as well. But how much of it was our idea, and how much of it was Aklov's machinations? Yes, under Zeph's instructions, we began researching the Dark Force of Boreas. At the time, we had hoped to use its power to bring us the ultimate weapon. Of course, we had no idea the Dark Force was, in fact, Aros' old partner, Hoopa. And from there, you know the rest. Whew! Yeah, for real, that was a lot to read right there. Well, that was an explanation and a half. Damn right it was. Take it all in, dude. Okay, now that you know what's really been going on, you should have no hesitation about working with us. I should apologize, dude. I believe you'd be some sort of spy sent by Aklov. If I'd known you were the real deal all along, I would have reacted less violently. Sir, we detected remnants of Hoopa's portal energy in Viville Town. It's quite likely the Light of Ruin's base. Viville Town? Yeah, I haven't even been there yet. So, the old base used by the Science Society now serves as the Light of Ruins. I should have known. Yeah, that makes way too much sense. Marlon, we cannot remain here any longer. Now that Aklov is distracted, we must strike quickly. It's time to rally our fighting force and depart for Viville Town. Prepare the shadows. We move at once. Of course, Zeph. I doubt we have much time until Aklov returns. And dude, please don't tell Ace about Ivory and me. I promise, buddy. At least, not until the time is truly right. I ain't gonna say it, man. That's your job. You gotta go tell Ace the truth. He's not gonna hear it from me. That's just not how that works. That we neglected our children in favor of another. The thought would sicken him. I mean, as it should. He should he should beat your ass for doing that. But that's why you're gonna have to tell him the truth and not me. Oh, before I forget, keep the outfit. Alright. I think it looks rather good on you. Who knows, it may come in handy someday. That's why bro was always disguised, because he didn't want Ace to realize who he was. Have you the means to cross water, the HM for surf? I have it, but I can't use it yet. Okay, if you cannot... I should have just kept going. If you cannot use it, then you should first obtain Dehara City's gym badge. That's what I've been trying to do for the last 5 hours in the playthrough, but I'm distracted with all this side quests. Before you regroup with us, okay, we must reach Viville Town as soon as possible, so please hurry. It's northeast of Dehara City when you are ready. We can finally take on the 5th gym. Jeez. Yeah, right? They just left their kids in Hoenn, and both mom and dad just came over here to Boreas and left their 2 kids behind in Hoenn. You know, just to fend for themselves. That's jacked up, bro. If I was Ace, I would beat that guy's ass. Well, once they finally come, you know, meet face to face here. Which I'm assuming is going to go down at some point, but who knows. Okay, what time is it? It's like 9:40 now. I don't have enough time to do the gym, but I guess I kind of want to do it. Okay, Marlon's uniform is now available in the costume box. I got you. Let's change back to this, but now we finally find the first addition to the costume box since since we've had this since the very start of the game. Can I go down this way, by the way? I think I tried this before. It doesn't even actually get me anywhere. Yeah, you just end up in the... That was a pointless rock smash rock right there. I'm sure there's some way I can get through that, but... Do the gym puzzle and beat the trainers. Yeah, I'm gonna at least do that. I mean, I'm probably gonna end up fighting the gym leader too, but I wanted to cut this off by 10 o'clock. That's only 20 minutes from now, but whatever. Let's just go have some fun. Okay, it doesn't matter who I deposit here. I'm just gonna fly and then pull that mon back out. Now, one other thing too, when we get back to Dehara City here, we can spend money. Oh, my whole team's like washed anyway. We can spend money at the game corner and get a new held item, because there was some good hold items in there. Of course, they still don't have a flame orb for Hariyama though. It's annoying. I really want to get a flame orb, but that'll just come later in the playthrough. And also, Gardevoir's safety goggles, I guess, are kind of useless at this point. Like, safety goggles is a good item, but it's only if I know, you know, there's going to be like an Amoonguss with Spore. At the end of the day, Gardevoir could OHKO it with Psychic anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I don't know, like safety goggles are good, but that's just what Guardy has been holding until I can find the Mega Stone. Let me go in here and buy a new hold item. There's like coins all over the floor, by the way, but I don't need to pick them up. So how many coins do we need? I actually found an expert belt last episode. That's in my bag. I should put... Maybe that's what I'll give Gardevoir, because she has 4 attacks, so expert belt would be good. But down here, they got the air balloon, the leftovers, and the life orb. I kind of want to get... Is that actually... I had no idea. Hariyama's BST and distribution is exactly double of Makuhita in every stat. That's kind of fire. Speaking of Hariyama, I kind of want to get a leftovers for him until I can find the flame orb. So I think I'm going to spend all my money and buy a leftovers. I don't even think actually I have enough money for life orb. So let's go here and buy some coins. Now you can just straight up buy 5,000 coins, which is exactly what I need for leftovers, for $500,000. Which I have about 600, so we're good. The other 265 coins I have are just from like picking them up off the floor. The first time I came in here, I'm just on my hands and knees walking around the casino, just picking up coins off the floor, like an absolute scrub. Now there is TMs and Pokemon here as well. I guess if somebody missed last episode, I can show off what you can get. But I'm gonna buy that leftovers. So they have Emolga, Hawlucha, Eevee, Klefki, Axew, and Porygon. But none of those are very good. And then, oh, wrong, I was clicking too fast. So for TMs, we have Echoed Voice, Reflect, and Light Screen, Swagger, Secret Power, Double Team, Will-O-Wisp, which I can use to burn my Hariyama in a double battle, but I don't have anybody that can learn. Actually, Arcanine can learn Willow. But I ain't spending 4,000 coins. Swords Dance is, now we know how to get Swords Dance for Gabite. But I'll come back and get this later. For now, I'm going to go ahead and grab this leftovers for Hariyama. Dude, why does the menu go so quickly? I keep accidentally double clicking. Well, you could just buy 5 copies of leftovers at the same time. That's intense. Obviously, I only have enough coins for 1, but Hariyama this whole time has been holding on to the black belt just to boost the fighting attacks. So my plan later in the playthrough is to let Hariyama have both Flame Orb and leftovers. Obviously, he can't hold them at the same time, of course. But what my plan would be is to like go burn myself with where is this gonna be all the way? Damn, I picked up a lot of items today. Jeez. Okay, so swap the black belt for leftovers, and then also Gardevoir, we're gonna swap the I'm gonna put this expert belt on over the safety goggles, and I think everybody else is good. But the plan for Hariyama, right, is I'll burn it before gym fights and Elite Four battles, and then I'm gonna, after I burn, like pre-burn myself, I'm gonna swap it for the leftovers, right, and then burn does 1/16 and leftovers recovers 1/16, so essentially it just negates the burn damage, and I'm just always walking around with a permanent guts boost at that point. As you can see, Hariyama's got guts here. So yeah, this is actually gonna work out pretty good. Of course, I just need to find the Flame Orb. Alright, let's go see what this gym is, first of all. I couldn't get here because this bridge was like destroyed last time. So let's see what type this gym is. I'm gonna guess either electric or steel based off the looks. Hey champ in the making, it's been a while. Take a fresh water to celebrate your return. Thanks, buddy, for the fresh water that's gonna heal 30 HP. Galavan likes to use both electric and steel type Pokemon. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I figured it would just be one of them. Okay. I'd say ground type Pokemon are a good way to wreck them, obviously. Thanks, buddy. But, great, there's always a but. But that won't work in this gym. Unfortunately, the floor here is magnetized. Of course it is. So you're trying to tell me that his whole team is going to get a permanent, you know, magnet rise effect? Oh, hell no. This means any electric and steel types are lifted right off of the floor. You won't be able to hit them with ground type moves, so you'll have to come up with an alternative way of doing major damage. As for the puzzle, the goal is to lower the electric barriers and make your way to Galavan. Good luck out there. I just got an idea. So, what is the point of having Bulldoze on Gabite for this gym fight? I mean, there's no point. I was going to say that, you know, what's the point of having it if I can't hit the opponent's Pokemon? So, if it's electric and steel types, he's going to have at least Magneton or Magnezone, right? Which is 4x weak to Bulldoze. So to make this game harder, they put a permanent magnetism effect in the gym. Every gym has had a gimmick. The first gym was Defog, or Fog. The second gym was that passive damage, the negative emotions, which we saw at the beginning of this episode when fighting the Gym Leader Vega. The third gym, which was, what was that, Blizzard City? That had permanent Tailwind for all flying types on that Gym Leader, of course. So my whole team got outsped. And then the fourth gym before this was, the gimmick was just inverse battles. So the guy had a whole team of normal types, but you can't hit him super effectively with fighting moves. It's actually the opposite. Ghost is super effective against normal. That was a very confusing gym fight. I mean, I absolutely destroyed the guy in the first try, obviously, but it was just really confusing to try to figure out which attacks to click. Because your brain is just so ingrained, right, with using what's a super effective attack, but that all get turned on its head, so it was a weird fight. So going back to what I was talking about Magnemite and Magneton, Magnezone, the Gym Leader's got to have one of those too, right? Along with other steel and electric types. Probably gonna have like an Excadrill or something. So if I can't hit anybody with Bulldoze, there's literally no point in having it on my moveset. So I'm gonna go back and relearn Fire Fang because I'm expecting a Magneton or Magnezone. Plus, who knows what other steel types, right? I can hit him with Fire Fang with Gabite. And these are, do I have a heart skill on me, by the way? I have a bunch in the PC. I don't have any on me. So we need to fly back to Crater Town where that second dark type gym was and relearn Fire Fang with a heart skill. Well, actually, I might as well keep Gabite on me. You know what? Who doesn't need to learn a move? You. Well, let's deposit Gardevoir, and let me see. I need to take out some heart scales here. Oh, that's not how you do it. Okay, item storage, withdraw. I'm gonna see what other moves I can get, too. Yeah, I got 4 heart scales in bag. Let me just take them all out. And I have a PP up, too. Let's just grab this. The Altaria Mega Stone was the one that we got right when we got the Mega Ring. But I just deposited it because I ain't gonna use one. We're going for Mega Guardy. Okay, let's fly back to Crater Town and see what I can get with my heart scales here. And then, but I gotta save 1 heart skill because once we win this gym fight, I'm putting Bulldoze back on over Fire Fang, but apparently I cannot. I mean, I can click Bulldoze all I want in the gym. Oh, that NPC looked like it was in a weird spot. But Bulldoze is gonna do no damage, so there's no point in having it on the moveset. That's pretty funny. Okay, so let me get back Fire Fang, and that'll be, because I can't just keep ripping Dragon Claws against something like a Magneton or Magnezone, right? That's what we need Fire Fang for. And what else did he have? It's, oh, Dig, right. Yeah, that's the same as Bulldoze. Okay, Okay, so Fire Fang's coming back on the moveset. Over Bulldoze. And we still have Hone Claw, so we can make it 100% accurate. And while I'm here, I might as well check everybody else and see what kind of useful moves I can get here. Let's do this real quick. What is Samurott? I haven't been back here since Samurott evolved, by the way. He has Mega Horn now, which is interesting, but it ain't gonna help in the next gym. Plus it has trash accuracy anyway. Okay, he's got nothing good here. I don't think anybody else is gonna get anything useful, but I might. You know what? I don't need to do it this way. You can go in here, click R, bring up the stat scanner, and I can just look at their moves right here. This is gonna be way faster. So yeah, like Mega Slash, you see all like the level 1 moves right here. That's what I'm checking for, is level 1 moves. Nope, that's TMs and HMs. Of course, I can get Brine on Hariyama. Hey, why does Hariyama even learn Brine, bro? Special attack, and one of the worst water type special attack moves ever. I could put Thrust back on or Force Palm, but that's not gonna help. Thunder Fang, Burn Up. Interesting, because after a burn up, I just turn into a normal type, or I have no type, so I can't be super effective. Like, what if this guy has an Excadrill, right? He can Earthquake me, but I can't Earthquake him. Because the field effect only affects, like that guy said, electrics and steels. So Arcanine doesn't get the effect of the magnetism, therefore I can get hit by an Earthquake. So if I used Burn Up, it's insanely powerful. It's only a one-time use, though. But I could just nuke a Magneton. Or even an Excadrill, right? I could Oko his ass with Burn Up. I'm about to take that. I might keep Flame Wheel. Maybe I'll get rid of... Would it be crazy to get rid of Extreme Speed? I mean, it's a bunch of Steel type. I guess it would help for the electric types. I'm going to take Burn Up over Crunch. And then switch it back after the gym. Roserade, Grassy Terrain, Venom Drench, Weather Ball. I mean, Weather Ball would only be good if there was like a Sandstorm up, and even then it wouldn't be that good. Unless I had Sunny Day. And we saw goodbye with Fire Fang. Okay, let me just get Burn Up for Arcanine. Even though I'm Jolly Nature, it's whatever. That's an insanely powerful attack, but again, it's a one-time use. Really, the main part about it, although it's strong, the secondary effect of getting rid of my fire typing will actually help me live a ground attack or even rock slide from an Excadrill, whatever. I kind of like this, actually. So I'm gonna get rid of Crunch for this. Extreme Speed obviously doesn't work against... I mean, it works against Steel types. It's not gonna do much, but... You know, any pure... The guy might have like an Electrode... Who knows? Like any pure electric types I can use Extreme Speed on. Okay, I think that's good. Let's go ahead and fly back. Interesting. I was not expecting that to be like the gimmick in this gym. Okay. I'm down though. This is cool. Let's get Trumbeak out of here. And I guess with that being said, what's his face? Samurott, who I have in the lead position. Probably not the best option here. I'm gonna switch up my lead. But I think I'm actually gonna cut it off because I'm starting to get pretty hungry. I need to go eat some breakfast. It's really annoying that all that side quest took so long, man. I thought I was gonna be able to get through all this. But that's okay. We could do it at the start of next episode. I'm gonna put Kabite out in front. And that's who I'll lead with. Maybe I'll save right here. Which side is better? It doesn't really matter. Alright. Yeah, as you can see there on the screen, it's 9:53 a.m. It's just about 10 o'clock now. And the recording's been almost like an hour 40. That's kind of on par with everything else I've been doing. Like, if I wasn't so hungry right now, I would do this whole gym. But like, I mean, my stomach is actually like grumbling. I don't know if the microphone's picking it up or not, but it's growling at me. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off here actually, and I mean, I might come back and play more tonight. If not, maybe tomorrow. This game is too fun though, man. It's super sick. But tonight, I'm not gonna play this tonight. Tonight, I'm gonna come back and stream later today. And again, it's gonna be either the start of the hardcore Nuzlocke for Fire Red Omega or Emerald Rogue. One of those two will happen tonight on Saturday night, and then tomorrow the other will happen, right? So for example, if I play Fire Red Omega tonight, then Emerald Rogue tomorrow. If not, it'll be vice versa. But also tomorrow, I'm going to do another episode of this for sure. And probably some more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon too. So we're going to be able to make five YouTube episodes here during this weekend between Saturday and Sunday. So that's really what I need to do. I got to get out ahead of the game. Because I have nothing to upload today for YouTube. So I have to go edit this. After breakfast, get it posted to YouTube. Then I'm gonna go shave my head because I haven't cut my hair in a while. And then I'm gonna come back and stream again later tonight at some point after hitting dinner. Anyway, that's gonna do it here for part 12 in the YouTube playlist. And we'll be back though very soon to record part 13 and get this 5th gym badge. That's insane that like the 5th badge isn't gonna come till the 13th episode. There's just a lot going on in this game. Hopefully the last 3 badges after this come a lot quicker, but we'll see. But for now, that is going to do it for part 13 in the playlist. So anybody that sees this in the future on YouTube, thank you. I appreciate it, and I hope that you have a good rest of your day. All right, peace.